Hello my friends, we're back with the reading of the Medium's book. It's a book written by Allan, Kardec and the spirits. And today we're going to reflect upon a question. Is there any use in trying to convince an obstinate unbeliever? Here's the answer. We have said that this depends upon the cause and the nature of his incredulity. It often happens that the persistence with which persons attempt to convert an unbeliever only serves to puff him up with an exaggerated sense of his importance, and thus renders him all the more obstinate. If a man cannot be convinced either by reasoning or by facts, it is evident that he has still to undergo the affliction of incredulity. We must leave to Providence the care of bringing him into more favorable circumstances. There are too many people ready for the light for us to lose time over those who only desire to shut it out. Make your advances, then, rather on those who are favorably inclined, of whom the number is greater than is generally supposed. Address yourselves to these, for their example will accomplish more than words. The true Spiritist will never fail to be doing good. His delight is to give consolation, to calm despair, and to forward the work of moral reformation. Therein lies his mission. Therein will he find his true joy. Spiritism is in the air. It scatters benefits by its very nature, because it renders happy those who profess it. When its obstinate adversaries feel its influence around them in the homes of their friends, they will comprehend their own isolation and will be forced into silence or acceptance. Well, guys, today I would like to present you a text fragment that I translated from a film produced in Brazil that tells the story of a Brazilian doctor who dedicated his life to spiritualism and treated the poor for free. Dr. Bezerra de Menezes. In this fragment, a materialist who was attending one of the Spiritist meetings proposes a challenge to the doctor. And I wrote it down, a little bit of the translation, and the rest I just put it on my computer. But he says the following to the doctor. He says the following: Bezerra, I'm still atheistic, and not only for my colleagues, but also for myself. I've come here to invite you for a public discussion with the objective to prove the impregnability of materialism against the claims of Spiritism. And I must warn you that materialism has raised an extensive list with names of fraudulent, dishonest mediums, illusionists who operate in the name of imaginary powers, of those who let go of the supposed psychic of those who let go of the supposed psychic forces. My writing is not very beautiful, comprehensible, and who made statements against the ruthless lies by which they see themselves surrounded from the ones so-called sensitives who recognized their mistakes and deserted the Spiritist ranks. And together with this list of names, we'll show another list of names that materialism also has raised. Names of the experimenters who prove the non-existence of the communications with the deceased. of the wise who could not verify the factual occurrences of mediunity, of observers disenchanted, of any testimony of survival, of scholars deceived by vast cleverness of smarties. We'll hope that you and the Spiritists will accept the challenge. Well, Bezerra was listening and looked to his friend beside him, as if he was asking, should I answer to this poor man? And his friend nodded his head, giving his consent. And Bezerra said, yes, my brother. If I can call you brother, or my brother. And the man made an affirmative gesture. Silently, but affirmative. He nodded his head like this. And Bezerra continued, we accept the challenge as long as the brother brings to the debate an unfortunate that materialism has turned morally accustomed to the world, a malefactor to whom human dignity has been restored, an unhappy man to whom materialism has restored his laughter, the joy of living, the desperate of the soul, to whom peace in the heart has been restored, and those who wander aimlessly without a compass in life, who were ripped from the gates of hell by materialism. Does that happen, my brother? And those of our dearest brethren, whose death snatched their dearest beings, and who were frozen in pain, did materialism become them with hope? What about widows and the orphans? Did materialism also point out to them the hope that they would not faint in pain, despair, in the face of the ashes of the tomb? The one who does not forgive was taught by materialism to forgive. And our fellow man who came from the cradle dumb, paralyzed, blind, deformed, did materialism teach them serenity, resignation, so that they could face with patience, with understanding, with justice, the share of tears that life had restored for them? Oh, friend, if you knew it, the law of cause and effect, the law of reincarnation. And I still ask you, what about the suicidal, the one who has this fixed idea in his mind? Would materialism have taken this act out of his head, which is considered the most insulting crime against the Creator? Materialism fades. Materialism does not feel existence. What remains is an existential emptiness. What remains is a spiritual emptiness. Bring, my brother, just one unfortunate being that materialism has taken from the vine of sufferings on this planet of atonement, and we Spiritists will accept the challenge. Well, guys, and looking silently at Dr. Bezerra de Menezes, the man sat down, and so he stayed. No person has ever been presented that materialism was fulfilled with the proposals presented so far. So no one could present any evidence of that sort from materialism. Well, guys, this is it for today. I hope you guys have liked this reading as much as I do. I leave you with a big kiss. God bless you all. Bye-bye.